Hey, Sagittarius, intuitive soul coach here with your November 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome. This is good for any and all placements of Sagittarius in your chart, or if you are interested in a Sag, you are welcome here. All right, what I'm getting right away is some of you could be planning a trip, whether this trip takes place at the end of 2023 or it could be a trip that you'll be taking in 2024, because you do have the retreat. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. So some of you, maybe you have a little bit of paid time off, or if you are a business owner, you could be getting together with family and just embracing more love, more connection, more family-oriented energy this month. If you celebrate the holidays, or some of you could be celebrating an anniversary, or again, a quick getaway, because you have the wedding card showing up here as well. So for some of you, this situation, it may involve marriage. It could be an ex-wife or ex-husband. For some of you, this is a marriage that you are currently involved in. And for others of you, I feel like you could be a part of a wedding, or you may hear news that someone is getting married, okay? Now, what you don't see coming, or messages from spirit you have here, there's going to be a new energy. New energy coming in the month of November for you to get to know someone, whether it's getting to know them again, or it could be a brand new relationship that comes in. And there's a lot of attraction towards each other. It's like two magnets coming together, because you do have the attraction card here as well. So if you're single and looking for love, there is a high possibility that you meet someone this month, but you must be willing to put yourself out there, or be open to the idea of love or reconnecting. Because I'm getting here, what they're showing me is a flame, a candle. I mean, some of you, maybe you just lit a candle as well, or you have a candle flickering as you're listening to this reading. But I feel like that candle or that flame had went out in the past, and now it's being reignited. So if you've been in a relationship for quite some time, this is the month to reignite that spark. And if you have been single for quite some time, same thing. Time for you to reignite that spark within. So yeah, there is someone new coming in here, or a new energy that will be put into play in an existing relationship here. And as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond is going to deepen. Because if you've been with someone for quite some time, we tend to get into a little bit of a routine, and sometimes it can be more of a roommate energy, or as I like to say, two ships passing in the night. We don't want to be in that energy. We want to feel that friendship, that connection, that love. So some of you are reigniting that and getting to know each other. Maybe even focusing on spending some quality time, disconnecting from the world, and having that second honeymoon, or having the opportunity to reconnect without being on our phones or without being on social media. That's coming in here for you. Now, Sagittarius, you do have here retreat and wedding. Okay, some of you could be flying someplace for a wedding, if not your own. But I also get here with the attraction. Be careful what you wish for, what you attract. Pay attention to your thoughts, because your thoughts become reality here. So there is a level of the law of attraction coming in quite strong for you this month, and it prepares you for Sagittarian season. A lot of you are celebrating birthdays at the end of November. Okay, you could be celebrating, of course, in December as well, but you're in the prepping stages. You want to start fresh. You want to end the year with a bang, but I feel like you're prepared for 2024. You're prepared to shift the dynamic around the heart chakra, around relationships and love on a holistic point of view here. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Some of you could be walking your own child down the aisle. There could be a grandmother, grandfather. I'm getting grandmother dance or grandma dance. Maybe some of you, you're invited to a school function that has to do with your own grandchildren or your own children here. I like this energy, but there's love. There's love all around in your reading here, but sometimes we disconnect from that energy, but it's showing up. So let's dive into your reading, Sag. What is the overall energy for Sagittarius in November 2023? Okay, what do we have for Sagittarius? Some of you have been working really hard and you deserve this break. Okay, yeah, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords, it's in reverse here. So some of you could be going through a divorce, or you may not want something to end up the way it has ended up in the past. So let's say you've went through the last 5 Novembers or holiday seasons by yourself, or where you haven't spoken to a family member. For some of you, there is an ending coming in here. And I feel an ending to an old situation that was difficult. That's what I feel here for you. We're going to clarify this 10 of Swords, because typically this 10 of Swords is very challenging, but it's showing up in reverse. So I feel like there could be something that you are letting go of. There could be recovery happening here for you because you've been hurt. But let's take a look and clarify. Spirit, what do we need to know right away here? Okay, something coming in quickly. Some of you could be, that may be why you have marriage here. There could be divorce, okay? Because somebody is, maybe you've met someone new, or your spouse has met someone new, okay? Let's see here. Page of Swords and 7 of Cups. Yeah, because there's new options available to you here. Pages can represent children. So this could be, like I said, connecting with people who you haven't connected with for a while. And for others of you, this is about thinking strategically, because you were very tempted. You were tempted to end. You're tempted to put an end to a situation, but you know that there's other options for you to move forward, is what I'm getting here. There's other options for you to move forward in matters of the heart, and the way that you've always done something isn't going to work for you this time around, and you're thinking things through more clearly on a rational, analytical, logical level, where in the past maybe you've made those decisions based on emotions. And when we are so emotionally invested in a situation, we sometimes can act out impulsively, or we lash out, we can act impulsively, or we hang on to those hurtful words. So let's take a look and see what is the challenge coming in for you, Sagittarius. Some of you, the challenge could be forgiving someone who's hurt you, okay, or forgiving yourself for staying in a situation way longer than maybe you deserve to stay in. Because what's crossing your energy is the Knight of Wands, this in and out, right? This is the energy of someone who could be a little bit reckless, like we said, someone who's always looking for the next grand adventure, someone who is inconsistent within their energy. And this could be a person, this could be your own thoughts, feeling very inconsistent when it comes to someone close to you. But I feel like just when you want to take action to put an end to a cycle, it's like you stop right before you leap, because you're afraid of where that leap is going to take you, because that leap may be you, Sagittarius, embracing your vulnerability. And vulnerability can be scary, right? It means we have to put ourselves out on a limb, and we could get hurt, we could fall, we could, it could be the life of us. It feels like such a big thing for us to be vulnerable, but vulnerability is our greatest strength. And I am getting here that you are opening up to new ways with that 7 of Cups. You have options. You have, at times, you felt or you feel overwhelmed because of some back and forth stuff, but I'm getting here clarity. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Ace of Swords in your reading, a heart-to-heart conversation possibly. They're telling me look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we're looking at the bottom of the deck, and it says make the effort. It says, great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Yeah, because you're moving forward here, and you're cutting through any of the confusion. You're cutting through any of the indecisiveness. So let's take a look at what's below you. What's below you? You deserve love is what I'm hearing as well. You deserve happiness. And for a while, maybe you stayed in a situation because you didn't want to you didn't know, again, where that leap was going to take you, or maybe you didn't want to stir the pot, or you stayed for whatever reason. And I feel that there is a situation now coming in where you have the opportunity to do something differently this time around, because Page of Swords, maybe your children are grown up, or maybe they're a little bit older. For others of you, maybe you were staying due to finances. But the Page of Swords, you've done a lot of evaluating. You've done a lot of research. There's a lot of growth here. When the Page of Swords shows up below you, this can be you ready for a new challenge. This is about you staying curious, because some of you, there could have been gossip. There could have been someone, gosh, this is pretty deep. They're giving me like a stalkerish type of energy. Now, this is in the deep past, so this isn't a premonition of what's coming in, but someone may have stalked you, or they were spying on you as well. I mean, please take that only if it resonates in your deep, deep past. Someone could have been stalking your moves. This could be a relationship or a marriage that you were in where maybe you felt like you were walking on pins and needles, or, you know, walking on eggshells around this person because they had to know every detail. Where are you? Who are you with? What time are you going to be home? I'm getting here just too much. And that could be something a lot of you are breaking free from. What's going on here in the recent past? What's happening in the recent past? Now, remember, this is more than just romantic love. If you are not in a partnership with a spouse or a lover, this could be your own children, your own siblings, your own parents. This could be friendships as well. So please take it as it resonates to the connections that we make with our hearts, heart-to-heart connections. All right, what do we have in the past? We have the Four of Wands. It's in reverse. So yeah, something didn't turn out the way that you had hoped it would. Someone may have celebrated too soon, or they put the cart before the horse, so to speak. It's like you planned something out and it didn't work. So for example, Sagittarius, maybe you sign a lease with a person, and before you even moved in, you and that person broke up. Or, you know, you had planned a marriage, or planned to move in, or planned to get together, but then plans didn't turn out. That person backed out, or there was a personal issue or emergency. I just feel here that something isn't working out. Now, some of you, it's because of a visa. It's because of a location. It is because someone could still be wrapping up some of their own personal stuff in their own lives, dealing with their career, their family, their finances, their kids, their divorce, right? There could be a situation here that someone needs to kind of wrap up or put a wrap on. Now, we do have this Four of Wands. This is the card of 1111. It's the card of, you know, holidays and parties and celebrating. But I am getting, because it's showing up, this is also the card of halfway to marriage. And even though there could be marriage involved here already, it's not the type of love or type of commitment or type of marriage that you deserve or that you've dreamt of. Okay. And for those of you that are married and you're happy, this could be a family situation where maybe you thought that, you know, your children were going to graduate and move out and, you know, live their best lives. And maybe they've gone through some personal stuff and they still live at home, and they're struggling to find a job, right? Sometimes these things happen that are out of our control. And I feel for some of you, there is something within the home life or the family life that may have happened unexpectedly, but you're setting a boundary, is what I'm hearing. You're setting some sort of boundary. You're getting clear on a situation. That's why I keep seeing the Ace of Swords in your energy here. Some of you could be missing a child as well, or missing your children. What do we have here for what's coming in for Sagittarius? The Page of Cups. There's a love offer, right? This is, I feel like this is you extending an offer. But for others of you, it certainly could be someone extending a love offer to you. But I feel like this is you opening your heart up, because sometimes, Sagittarius, you can wear your heart on your sleeve, but when that gets damaged or severed, it takes a long time to open that up. So what I'm saying here is sometimes we can hold a grudge, right? Sometimes we can hold on to that pain, and it creates dis-ease in the body, which can manifest in physical symptoms, physical illnesses, physical pain, physical discomfort. And because this Page of Cups is showing up here, I feel like this is what you are manifesting, a new love. This is the beginning of a new relationship here, right? There's going to be some sort of news that pulls at your heartstrings, and it's going to allow you to be decisive moving forward from here on out. I love this for you. Yeah, there's a little confusion here. There's something that maybe you've had to put an end to. Some of you, now this is only going to resonate with a few of you if you are in this kind of spiral. Some of you may have put an end to a situation where you were seeing someone who may have told you that their relationship had ended, or maybe they've just come out of a relationship, or maybe you knew that they were married. Okay, you could be putting an end to that because there's, you deserve to have someone that is emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally available. And for some of you, if that is not what you have here with this in and out energy, I feel like you're walking away from it because you know what you're worth. Someone could have been telling you, I'm going to leave this person, or we're not together, or, we have nothing there. Someone could even have said to you that they're going someplace, right? They're going on a retreat, or they have a work commitment or work party. I'm just telling you, I don't know if that was the whole truth. Okay, let's get back on track here with the good stuff because that may not resonate with everyone. What's coming into the near future here? I just heard the name Johnny, or Johnny. All right, what do we have in the near future? The sun, beautiful energy, Sag. Like I said, once you put an end or cut something out that may have been difficult for you, right? Once you understand that there's a silver lining in something. Yes, you went through it. You had to endure it. Some of you are reconnecting with your children, if they're adult children, or if you are in an energy of spending a little bit more time with them this month, this would be a really wonderful thing. Some of you could even be taking a trip with their children. Maybe it's a Disney cruise, or you're spending more time with those that you love. This is the energy of playfulness and enthusiasm and happiness and abundance. It's about good health. Life is good, right? You're feeling happy. This is about you enjoying right here, right now, not focusing on what didn't turn out, not focusing on, some hurts, because you have a love offer coming in here for you. And some of you could be meeting your grandchild for the first time, or seeing a grandchild that you haven't seen in quite some time. Maybe again, someone could be at a distance, maybe in a different country even. Wow, this is a really deep read here, Sag. There's a lot of stories going on here. Please take what resonates. How are you feeling? Whew, you're coming in hot. You're ready. You're ready to make decisive decisions moving forward. No more of that in and out crap, right? No more of the contemplation. No more of the back and forth energy. For some of you, you may have lived in 2 different homes, or you had a child that was split up, or I'm getting here, maybe you were an army brat, maybe you moved around a lot, or there's been some instability regarding career or finances or home life, but there's a solid offer being made to you here. And I feel like someone is staying consistent here, and their actions are speaking louder than the words. Even though they're telling you something, they're showing you something, because this is a very action-oriented card. You could be showing someone as well. When this Knight of Swords comes in, this is you rushing towards what you believe is important. This is about you taking charge because you are in need of a hero, and that's who you become, right? You're not waiting for anyone else to come in and save the day. You're saving your own damn day here, Sagittarius. And when this shows up, there's no stopping you. Look at her. She's on that horse. She's ready to slay. She's willing to do what it takes here to cut out anything in her life that's inconsistent. That's what I feel like you're doing. What's going on in the environment? What do we have here for Sagittarius in the environment? 9 of Wands. What you could be cutting out is feeling this exhaustion, right? You could be making more time. That's why you have the sun here showing up as well in the near future, because someone could be coming in to help you with some of these heavy burdens. Whether you are a parent, if you are a parent, it can get stressful. Look at her in the background. The mom's getting frustrated. They're both throwing a temper tantrum here. And then afterwards, what does she do? She goes there and she feels awful because that's not like her, but she's feeling the anxiety and the pressure and the stress of everything coming down at times. But because you have the sun in the near future, I feel like there's either help, there's an end to having to do everything yourself, or there's some sort of relief here coming in for you, whether that shows up in the form of, a vacation, or it shows up in the form of a family member coming to town, helping you out, or just allowing yourself to find ways to manage your stress. Because the Nine of Wands, this is the card of the wounded warrior, but you have the determination, the motivation to not give up, because you're coming really close here to some sort of big breakthrough. And I feel like this is a breakthrough you've been wanting for a long time. I'm also getting here something with training. It could be potty training. Maybe some of you are potty training a child, or someone may wear pull-ups, or maybe you're potty training a pet. Okay, please take that as it resonates. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in your hopes and fears. What do we have here for Sagittarius with hopes and fears? Okay, and final outcome. Thank you. So we have hopes and fears is represented by the Six of Cups. You're thinking, wow, times used to be a little bit easier. Life used to feel so simple. I want to go back to those days. We all have those moments, right? When we're going through a challenging time, or we're missing a loved one who's crossed over, or we're not in a relationship that we thought we'd be in forever. We tend to start romanticizing the past, or we start to take a walk down memory lane. And your hopes and fears here, Sagittarius, are that you can reconnect to that inner girl or boy, right? That you can reconnect to yourself with kindness, with compassion, and with love. This is about yearning for, the good old days, but it doesn't mean that all is lost, because you have the Sun card here as well. So you're seeing something right in front of you. And look at that. She has her reflection shining right in front of her. And she's actually looking into the water here. And even though she's not necessarily smiling, her eyes are closed here, the reflection that's shining back to her is a very good memory. So some of you, if you've lost loved ones and this can be a difficult time for you, you may take a little bit of a walk down memory lane by honoring those that have impacted your life and your world, who have been there for you, or you may be sharing stories with those around you. Maybe you're gathering with family and that one person who's always been there isn't there, right? You can honor and remember the good and the happy memories. But the fear is, what if I stay stuck in that energy for so long and it impacts me and I can't get out of it? I feel like you have the emotional maturity capacity to move forward in the best possible way here, and to honor your existence and the existence of others, right? Like namaste. The soul in me recognizes and honors the soul in you. And I feel like that's what you are tuning into with either your own energy or someone else here. Now, your final outcome is quite beautiful indeed. You do have the Empress. So for some of you, if you've been wanting to start a family, or again, this could be news of a birth, you have a lot of child energy here. You have the page, you have the Sun, you have here the Six of Cups. There's a lot of children here in your energy. And you see with this Empress, she's also pregnant. So for some of you, this is about actual children or the birth of a child. For others of you, this could be mothering and nurturing. I'm getting here third or fourth generation. So some of you could be connecting with 3 generations. It could be your daughter, you, and your mother. Or if this is 4th generation, it could be your daughter or son, you, and a mother or father, and then a grandfather or mother as well, because they're giving me 3 to 4. And this Empress energy is all about love and abundance and nurturing. She is very creative. She's very maternal. She's going to focus on that love all around her. She is the goddess here. And so Sagittarius, whether you're female or male, it doesn't matter. If you're male specifically, you could be opening up to more love in your life. You could be even healing some mother wounds. Yes, some of you have lost your mother, or your mother may be on the other side or in spirit. That could come up for you, but honor those feelings, and allow yourself. Okay, thank you. They're giving me, well, I was going to say here, allow yourself to feel the emotions, not suppress them. But they're giving me a handwritten recipe with some splattered food on it. So, of course, I mean, here in the U.S., we celebrate Thanksgiving in November. So whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or you celebrate any other holiday around the world that may be in November, some of you could be looking at a recipe that's splattered. It could be mother's handwriting or grandma as well. Please take it as it resonates. And I'm also getting here thumbprint cookies. So some of you, there's something with thumbprint cookies. Now, I don't know if these are like jelly-filled thumbprint cookies, or maybe you stick your thumb in them and it's a peanut butter. I'm not quite sure. They're just giving me thumbprint cookies. But this Empress is beautiful. And I feel like you're going to feel the love. You're going to nurture and take care of others. But at the same time, you're going to allow people to nurture you as well. So there is a really beautiful flow of energy coming in here. If your mother has crossed over, I feel like you could be dreaming, or you'll dream of her, or there's something that you're going to come across that's has her touch, her writing, her energy, or her, her vibe in it. That is not a coincidence. That is from her. Okay, so please take that as it resonates. I'm also getting here Colleen or Colleen. Okay, that could be someone's mother. All right, let's get a few messages from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? Sagittarius. Oh, okay. We're kind of going to revert back to the situation over here. For those of you, very small percentage, maybe 1 to 2 of you, if you were dealing with someone who was still caught up or engaged in a family situation, or they were still married, they may have told you that something is cut off, but there could be a baby in the mix. Okay, or there could be a child, or they could stay for a child here. Okay, and you deserve someone's full attention. Okay, you already know this as well. Now you have the chop wood card that came in like, came in hot. 42, some of you could be 42 years old. For others of you, this represents Gemini lovers energy. 4 and 2 equals 6. And that is the card of the lovers, which is about making balanced decisions from the head and the heart. It's about soul contracts, and it is about love as well. So card 42 is all about being grounded in everyday experiences. And when it comes to relationships, there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant. Even though I'm getting here, yes, there could be a little bit of dormancy as you navigate through this 10 of Swords, but you're going to hit that big dream. Right now, you're prepping, planning, chopping wood, preparing for it here. Nothing is important right now. It's just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to just breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple. Just be present, right? Be present. That's the gift, being in the moment. And you see it coming in here as well. So also you have retreat, disconnecting from the world. Someone may work too much. Maybe they're always on their electronics. You may have teenagers. I feel like this is the time for you to just focus, right? It says, funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really well. And for some of you, I'm going to read the reversal because of this 10 of Swords. And remember in the very beginning of your reading, we talked about, getting towards the end of an energy or end of a cycle. But then it's like we take a step back because there's a little bit of fear of jumping into a new beginning, taking that leap towards the full. It says here, are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task, and remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you've begun to take the step. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, take one step toward the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you. Yeah, absolutely. So for those of you that are looking for love and it's been a little bit difficult, right? You've been in this in and out energy here of dating, maybe the dating world, or you've been with people that have been inconsistent here. Maybe you thought things would work out with a person and then it didn't work out. This is about you trying again. And I seen you do that here with this Knight of Swords. So there's the action. You're definitely chopping wood here in the month of November. And it's going to lead to a lot of abundance with the Empress as your final outcome. So really beautiful energy here, Sagittarius. Even though you may start off a little bit conflicted, right? Which way do I move, or how can I open myself up? How can I believe or be vulnerable or take that leap? Remember here, if you take that leap and you open yourself up to either a new love connection, it doesn't have to be romantic. For a lot of you it is, but this is a love connection in general. You have the sun shining in on your life. So embrace being in the moment, because that is being in the present is the gift, and we see it showing up here for you. That is what I have for you, Sag. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. And it certainly helps the growth of the channel, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Lots of love.